In just 3 days, an out-of-this-world event is happening right here in Oklahoma, a total solar eclipse. Only the far southeast tip of the state will experience totality, with some areas getting 4 minutes of darkness in the middle of the afternoon. We've got your back tonight, breaking down how you can get prepared for this rare event. So first, let's check in with our chief, Jack Griffin, for a check of that forecast. I know we've been eyeing it for a couple of weeks now. What's it looking like?
Wendy, unfortunately, we still have the clouds in the forecast like we have had now for about the past 2 weeks or so. Really, our models said we're already very consistent here, and then they've been consistent, unfortunately, with that cloud cover. So we're still looking at there to be, unfortunately, the best opportunity for cloud cover to be in the southeast corner of the state where totality is. So the forecast, again, remains pretty dry here for us, but we are watching out for that cloud cover that's going to be in place here. Probably going to be looking at more of the kind of mid to even high level clouds here for a lot of the metro and a lot of our area. Our model does overdo things here, so it's likely not going to be overcast everywhere. But unfortunately, though, we're looking at, again, more cloud cover for the southeast corner of the state because of the fact there's likely to be some showers and some storms that'll be coming through Texas. And some of those may be kind of blowing off some of their clouds into the southeast corner of the state. And then eventually we will see those storms in the southeast corner of the state as we head later on into the evening. So if you're going down there, be prepared for, again, dry conditions, but the clouds during the actual eclipse in the afternoon. But as we head into the afternoon and evening, we'll be seeing more building clouds and eventually some of those storms, and they actually could be strong to severe. So we'll talk much more about that in our forecast coming up. Back to you, Wendy.
If you want to get the best view of the eclipse, but you haven't made travel plans yet, we've got your back with a look at what is still available. Fox 25's Tom Ferguson joins us now live. Tom, I know you spoke with a travel expert. What did she say is available and out there right now?
Wendy, she said people are even staying here in Oklahoma City, even though it's a 3.5-hour drive to the area of totality. If that's not for you, there are closer options, but as you'll see, they're filling up and fast.
Any given area getting a total eclipse is extremely rare, according to Texas A&M researchers, so it could be a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see one. If you're worried about last-minute planning getting in the way, the head of Let's Go Lux Travel says to act fast while you can.
Because it is a very small town. It's not like coming into Oklahoma City. So just be prepared.
Let's look at possible bookings available as of Friday evening. Choctaw Landing in Hochatown has some availability, but you can see supply and demand in effect. Look at the prices for the dates leading up to the Monday eclipse compared to just after. Raymond Gary State Park in nearby Fort Towson also has an RV spot and a cabin the website describes as primitive. If you wanted to stay at the Highway Inn in Broken Bow or the Comfort Suites in Idabel, well, you're out of luck.
I've been telling everybody, go early, stay put, and leave late.
It'll be packed and it's smaller country roads in and out of the area, so Jennifer Moore says to take what you need with you and be ready to hang around for a bit even after the eclipse ends. Morris thinks this could be the biggest travel event ever for the southeastern corner of Oklahoma, with around 60,000 visitors expected to descend upon the area.
Everybody I've talked to is extremely excited. They said that they're just kind of flying by the seat of their pants, and they're super excited, but they're also a little nervous as to what the outcome is going to bring.
Know anyone there? It may be a good time to ask for a favor and couch surf for the weekend to get your spot reserved to witness the momentous event.
And Morris recommends just being respectful and aware of the locals, especially as they'll be the ones dealing with this huge influx of visitors. Reporting live, Tom Ferguson, back to you.
Thank you, Tom. State leaders with Oklahoma Highway Patrol, Forestry, Tourism, Emergency Management, and others say their teams have been preparing for this since 2022, making plans for the influx of thousands of visitors to rural southeast Oklahoma.
We're looking at about $7.4 million per day over the weekend, including Monday, to impact that area. So this is a tremendous thing for that area.
To have the most enjoyable time on Monday, officials suggest you plan for traffic delays and keep a map because cell service and GPS will likely be disrupted. The National Guard will be in the area to assist emergency management teams and Oklahoma Highway Patrol. Traffic is the biggest concern, with rural 2-lane highways likely to become congested.
This event and pulling over and parking on the shoulder, that's just not going to be a good location. Being near a highway is not a good location for viewing of the eclipse.
Transportation officials urge visitors to get to their viewing spot early and find parking. Don't wear your eclipse glasses while you're driving. Keep your headlights on and be prepared for sudden stops. A new survey finds some Americans may be unaware of the possible risks that come with the solar eclipse. According to a survey by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, nearly 30% of Americans don't know that looking at the solar eclipse could cause eye damage. Health officials say it is important people are informed about the event.
The number one thing I think that we're concerned about is eye damage, and we recommend that everyone would use eclipse glasses that are ISO certified and make sure they're not counterfeit.
Special eclipse glasses should have an ISO certified label. We're learning the solar eclipse glasses being sold by KOKH could be counterfeit. Fox 25's Grant Palmer has been looking into this and tells us the glasses appear to meet the requirements of the real ones, but whether they're safe to use isn't as clear as day.
I'm sure that we've all seen what happens when you use a magnifying glass with light rays and how it can focus and cause burning on a piece of paper or whatever else. And so that exact same thing can happen to your eyes.
As the total solar eclipse is only days away, it's extremely urgent that you get the proper eyewear for the big event, with there being potentially damaging consequences to your eyes if you don't. To prep for the event, KOKH has been selling these solar eclipse glasses. However, we found that according to the American Astronomical Society, the glasses they are selling resemble Chinese counterfeit glasses. The society says the main difference lies in the text on the left side of the glasses. Like the official ones, the counterfeit ones say the glasses conform to transmission requirements for direct observation to the sun. However, the society says the fake glasses only show manufactured by American Paper Optics, while the real ones have the full address listed along with the company name. We reached out to the Tourism and Recreation Department, and they provided us a statement saying in part, quote, "Through the vendor, we verified the manufacturer of the glasses is listed as a safe and verified manufacturer on the American Astronomical Society's website. Additionally, the AAS lists these particular glasses as safe in a recent article. The society says glasses that comply with the requirements of the ISO standard are safe, but in relation to the counterfeit glasses, note that anyone can print such a statement, but that doesn't make it true. They add that all US and European manufacturers have products tested in accredited labs. Chinese manufacturers have done some too, but that others have tested in labs with questionable accreditation."
The ones that are quote unquote counterfeit, yeah, they may be good, they may be not. I can't comment on that. The only way to know for sure is to get them from an approved source like the American Astronomical Society.
That was Grant Palmer reporting. We've got your back with a list of places around the metro where you can find solar eclipse glasses. Several Oklahoma businesses are giving them away for free. All My Eye Doctor locations, state parks and libraries, and U.S. Cellular locations say they're now giving out eclipse viewing glasses. You can also get a pair for free when you order a blackout slush float at Sonic. While there are some concerns about counterfeit eclipse glasses, we wanted to know what equipment school districts are going to be using for the big day. Fox 25's David Chasanoff has been getting answers for us. So David, what can you tell us?
Wendy, each district I heard from today says they're going to make safety a top priority. Now, first, we have Oklahoma City Public Schools. A spokeswoman tells Fox 25 that schools are making sure glasses are purchased from legitimate sources. They add that their son's elementary school is not allowing glasses from Amazon, and instead the school bought them from the Science Museum. And Mustang Public Schools says all students must have glasses approved by the American Astronomical Society. Teachers are being told that if they don't have glasses for their students, they should watch the NASA live webcast in class. The district also wants parents to know they can excuse their child from any activities using this opt-out form, which Mustang schools have sent home. Now, in El Reno, Superintendent Matt Goucher says the district is only letting students who had their parents sign a permission slip participate. He adds teachers are using different resources, making sure they are compliant, but most are going to watch the NASA live stream. And according to Yukon Public Schools spokesman, the district will require recess to be indoors during the eclipse. Parents who don't want their child outside during the eclipse have also been asked to complete an opt-out form. The district says it will use glasses that meets ISO certification, basically a product deemed safe for the eclipse. Now, in more, a district spokeswoman says she believes glasses were ordered for possibly all students and that many will watch the eclipse during science class. And finally, in Minco, Superintendent Kevin Sims says the district bought a pair of glasses from P&J Solar for every student and staff member.
We used these back in 2017 and we had no issues at all. It's something they'll remember for a long time, and I feel it's going to be pretty safe.
Now, these are only bits and pieces of what we learned today. So for a full recap, you can check out this story on our website right now at okcfox.com. Wendy?
All right, David, thank you. Many schools in McCurtain County will not have in-person learning on Monday and Tuesday. Here's a look at what we found on their websites. Broken Bow, Idabel, Eagletown, and Denison Public Schools are closed both days. Battiest and Hugo Public Schools are virtual on both Monday and Tuesday. The Smithville and Valiant districts are only virtual Monday, while Hallworth will not have school Monday, but then they'll be virtual on Tuesday. The McCurtain County campus of Southeastern Oklahoma State University will also be closed Monday because of the travel conditions in that area. None of the buildings will be open and parking will not be available on campus that day. Although it is not in the direct path of the eclipse, Science Museum Oklahoma will have some special events on Monday. Coverage in the area will be about 93.9%. Telescopes with special filters will be set up in front of the museum for viewing the eclipse safely. And inside the museum, there will be activity tables set up from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. There will also be an eclipse-themed story time at 11:30 a.m. and live feeds from the path of totality. A recent survey shows more than 10% of Americans believe in myths and superstitions about eclipses, like that it'll cause sleep disruptions, psychological issues, or natural disasters. And that's just the beginning of the list. Matt Ritter with the National Weather Desk is busting up some of the most popular ones and bringing you the facts.
The first myth: the total solar eclipse produces harmful rays that can cause blindness. Fact: the brilliant corona only emits electromagnetic radiation. There is nothing that can cause blindness. The real danger is looking at the exposed sun without proper protection. That could damage your retinas. Myth: you can safely watch an eclipse through sunglasses. Fact: as we've reported several times, you must have certified eclipse glasses for optimal safety. Sunglasses do not provide adequate protection. Myth: dogs go blind during an eclipse. Fact: on a normal day, your dog doesn't try to look at the sun and damage their eyes, so don't expect them to do it during an eclipse. There's no reason for them to wear eclipse glasses. Myth: there are no total solar eclipses at the North or South Pole. Fact: there is nothing unique about these locations, and solar eclipses happen there just like everywhere else on Earth. Myth: eclipses can harm a pregnant woman's baby. Fact: there is no additional solar radiation during an eclipse that could harm you or a developing fetus. Myth: eclipses will poison food prepared during the event. Fact: again, the solar radiation levels do not change during an eclipse. Any food poisoning would be purely coincidental. For the National Weather Desk, I'm meteorologist Matt Ritter.
Well, there you go. Many people are excited for Monday's rare event, but for one man in Fort Worth, Texas, this eclipse has a very special meaning. The soon-to-be 106-year-old has been chasing them since the early 1960s. Laverne Beiser says his obsession with the cosmos began as a high school student. He has witnessed 12 solar eclipses, and he is ready to watch his 13th on Monday.
Well, you see one, you want to see them all. They're so pretty. When it goes total and the corona comes out, everybody goes, holy, look at that, holy mackerel, look at that. And cameras start clicking and everybody's yelling.
His favorite one so far, the solar eclipse of 1979 in Williston, North Dakota, where he snapped this picture. Beiser has photos of eclipses all over his home and a shop filled with his handmade telescopes. And that was your big story breakdown tonight. You can learn more about the total solar eclipse on okcfox.com. And if you missed any part of this big story breakdown, you can find it all on our YouTube channel. Just scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox. If you cannot make it to the southeastern part of Oklahoma to watch the eclipse reach totality, join us for Eclipse Across America, a live stream from noon to 3 p.m. on Monday as we track the eclipse from coast to coast. You can experience unmatched coverage with over 50 locations, including here in Oklahoma. Watch Eclipse Across America on our website, okcfox.com.